In today's episode, the work you do matters. Here's how to let others know, with special guest, Kristen Moreland. Hello, coaches. Welcome back to another episode of Coach Better Quick Tips. My name is Kim Cafino, and my goal is to help you coach better. After decades as a teacher and coach in international schools, I founded my company, Eduro Learning, to help you embrace your inner leader and make a bigger impact in your school setting as a teacher, a coach, or a leader. I work with clients around the world through our certificate programs and private mentoring packages, and these episodes are often inspired by those powerful conversations. If you have a question you'd like to hear us answer, please leave a comment below, join our Coach Better Facebook group, or find us on social media at Eduro Learning and send me a DM. You can find all of our resources for instructional coaches and listen to our full podcast episodes on our website at coachbetter.tv. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to catch all of our latest episodes. I'm really excited to share today's episode with you featuring Kristen Moreland. She's an experienced coach. She works with us inside the Coach Certificate Mentorship Program, and she has a lot to share. In this episode, she talks about the importance of communicating your work and your successes as a coach with a wider audience. We know that coaching is one of those positions that's easily cut from the budget because there's no face-to-face contact time with students scheduled in. So it's really important as coaches, just like it is with librarians, to be actively working towards sharing the impact that you make as a coach. And Kristen outlines several ways that you can do that here in this video. Enjoy.
Hey coaches, I'm Kristen, and this week I'm here with 5 tips on how to help you prove your worth. As coaches, we all know how important our work is to supporting teachers to improve outcomes for students. We've read the books and articles, and we've experienced the results. We know the power of good instruction and how to help teachers do more of it. Our work matters a lot. But for those who do not understand the magic of the work we do, we have to prove how much we matter in different ways that make sense to the uninitiated. This week, I've got 5 suggestions to help showcase your work and let everyone who doesn't know already just how important coaches are to a school community. Tip number 1, maximize the use of your calendar. Do you record your meetings on your Google or Outlook calendar? If not, this is an easy and reliable way to document the work you do. Here's some tips to make your calendar work for you, especially if your principal, superintendent, school board is asking you to justify your hours. I guarantee you'll get some amazing insights when you look back on your month at how you spent your time. Use different colors for different categories. On my calendar, I use a 4-color system: blue for leadership team meetings, green for elementary school sessions, orange for work with our secondary school, and purple for my own planning or other personal time that needs to be blocked off. It's super easy to change the color of a meeting, even if you're not the creator. Just click the icon to edit the event, and about halfway down the window, you'll see an option to change the color. Be sure to name your meetings in a way that will also be easy to disaggregate. For example, you'll want to differentiate between one-on-one coaching sessions and PLC or other collaborative meetings. This will help you provide a really comprehensive report to anyone who wants to know how you are spending your time. And if you haven't seen it yet, if your district uses Gmail, your Google Calendar will actually do some of the tracking for you. Have you seen the time insights on the left-hand side of your calendar? Click that to get even to more insights to who you are spending the most time with. Tip number 2, send out feedback surveys for everything. This is what Google Forms were really made for. Lead a PD session? Send a survey. End of a coaching cycle? Send a survey. End of the semester? Send a survey. Now, we all know how annoying surveys can be, so the trick is to make them easy but useful. Here's a few tips for that. Always use a 1 to 4 Likert scale. This forces people to decide on whether something was somewhat effective or effective. No hanging out in the middle with a neutral answer. Use QR codes so people can scan your slides or a handout during the session and fill out the survey right then or there. Keep the survey short, 2 or 3 questions at the most, with one optional opportunity for a comment. You're not looking for a dissertation type data, but you do want to be able to say, over the course of 7 PD sessions, 90% of participants found the session directly applicable to their classrooms, or something like that. Some go-to questions of mine are, how useful was today's session to your personal classroom practice? Or what's one new thing you're going to try tomorrow? Or my favorite kind of cognitive coaching question, how has your thinking shifted since the start of our session? Another Harvard University Project Zero classic, the I used to think, now I think. That could be your entire survey. And that provides you with tip number 3, use quotes or other testimonials. Numbers and percentiles are great data, but using anonymous quotes about your coaching or PD sessions give those numbers a more personal feel. You can also ask people to record a video testimony about the work you're doing. This doesn't mean solicit people to talk about how great you are, but how transformational the learning is for them as individual practitioners. People definitely like to talk about their positive changes, and if you just happen to be the one facilitating that change, well, that's some powerful evidence to the powers that be to let them know just how valuable you are. Tip number 4, take pictures. Facilitating a data team? Take a picture of the teachers talking about student work. Observing a class where a teacher is trying out a new idea you talked about in a coaching session? Make sure it's okay with the teacher, but snap a photo of that new move in progress. Teachers generating ideas on chart paper? Take pictures of them all. Sad but true, my phone has more pictures of random pieces of chart paper on it than my dog. Oh, being a coach. But I digress. And finally, tip number 5. What to do with these charts and graphs and quotes and photos? Publish them somewhere and keep it updated. I started small with some Google Slides. I would make a bulleted list of monthly highlights. Things like engaged with 9 teachers in new coaching cycles, or facilitated 8 data teams for the secondary school, or co-created the monthly staff meeting with the elementary principal to focus on insert school initiative here. Then you got it. Follow up on that bulleted list with your charts and graphs and quotes and photos. The trick is to keep this updated, so use your calendar to carve out some time at the end of each month to put together all of your documentation. In my current role, I never know when the board will ask to hear about my work, so I need to be prepared to showcase our success at a moment's notice. And yes, I totally get that it might feel like you're showing off, but this is how we spread the good word about the power of coaching. So embrace your inner awesome warrior and share your impact with the world. The next time someone asks you to account for how you spend your time, you're ready. So, to recap, the 5 easiest ways to let others know how important your coaching work is. 1. Use your calendar. 2. Send a survey for feedback on everything you do. 3. Get testimonials or other quotes from people who have been changed by your work. 4. Take pictures. And 5. Publish. If you want to go deeper into this work, sign up for Eduro Learning's The Coach, the only online certificate program designed for K-12 instructional coaches that includes an entire academic year of mentorship to provide personalized professional learning in a global, community-driven environment. You've got this, coaches. You're amazing. Your work matters.
Hey coaches, I hope you enjoyed all of those tips from Kristen. If you are looking to share and document your value and your worth and all of the amazing impact that you are making as a coach, and you'd like some support during that process, all of what Kristen talked about today is actually part of the Coach Certificate and Mentorship Program. As part of the program, you'll be creating a video at the end to demonstrate all of your growth over the course of the academic year, and you'll be documenting your coaching throughout that process. So you'll have a mentor to support you in learning how to demonstrate the amazing impact that you're making as a coach. If this sounds interesting to you and you'd like to start sharing the amazing work that you're doing as a coach with maybe your school leadership team, maybe your board, maybe even your wider school community, come join us in the next cohort of the Coach Certificate and Mentorship Program. Not only will you learn everything you need to know to be successful as a K-12 instructional coach with an entire academic year of curated content, but you'll also have the support of a mentor to adapt your learning to exactly your needs and experience level for the whole program. So you'll get the opportunity to develop your skills at exactly the level where you're at and keep growing from there with the support of your mentor. Plus, inside our private community, you'll also learn with a global cohort of coaches from schools around the world, so you can see how coaching really works in practice and build your network of coaches. Our global cohorts open only once a year, so get all the details about our next cohort at edurolearning.com/coach. And join our Coach Better Facebook group and connect with us on social media at Eduro Learning for more great coaching content. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you next time.